In this video, let's look at the DePlosive module. Now, plosives are basically hard consonant sounds that you pick up when you sometimes sitting too close to a mic or projecting too hard onto the microphone, and you get these very loud sounds that predominantly sit in the low frequency areas. For example, I've got the sound source over here where I've purposely tried to get some plosive sounds in there that we can repair. Take a listen over here. Plosive sounds are hard consonant sounds that sits in the low registers. Now let's see how we can remove these plosive sounds. So you can definitely pick up the plosive on the word plosive. So you've got that pa, pa. That's a very hard consonant sound, and when said too close to the microphone, it's picking up that plosive, it's sitting in that low register, and we're going to use this DePlosive module to see how much we can repair. First off, just looking at the spectrogram meter, you can see how it's sitting more dominant in this low frequency. I can adjust the frequency scale to see this more clearly. Let's go to extended log, and here you can see the partials, and with the plosive, they're definitely sitting in that low register. So going across to the DePlosive module, you've got a couple of dials here. You've got sensitivity, so you can dial in the sensitivity, so you can adjust the amount of detected plosives with this. You can set the strength of how much you want to reduce those plosives by, and then you can also limit the frequency. So you're setting the highest frequency to attenuate. So anything below 170 is going to be attenuated. I want to increase this because with vocals, your lows are probably going to sit around about 200 hertz down. You're not really going to have anything at about 60 hertz. I'm going to increase the strength, and I want to detect the maximum amount of plosives, so I am going to increase that sensitivity. So let's select this area and preview it with the parameters that we've set. Plosive sounds are hard constant. Plosive sounds are hard constant. Bypassing it. Plosive sounds are hard constant. Definitely reducing the plosive sound and the low frequencies in it. So I'm going to increase the strength. Maybe drop this frequency limit a bit because it's cutting off a bit too much of the higher bits of the lows, and increase the sensitivity. And preview that, take off the bypass, and here we go. Plosive sounds are hard constant. Bypass. Plosive sounds are hard constant. Plosive sounds. And back in. Plosive sounds. Definitely taking away the hardness of those plosive sounds within the audio file. So I'm going to select everything and render it out with those settings. After the render, you can see that it's removed those low frequency areas on those plosive consonant sounds in the audio file. Going back, if you go to the initial state, you can see all those low frequency areas, specifically on that area over here and there. I'll go back to the rendered out DePlosive module and just remove that. And now you've got a much cleaner audio source. Plosive sounds are hard consonant sounds that sits in the low registers. Now let's see how we can remove these plosive sounds. Now listening back, I probably went a bit too hard on this one over here. So I'm going to undo the changes, back off on the sensitivity and the strength, and run another render. And taking a listen back. Plosive sounds are hard consonant sounds that sits in the low registers. Now let's see how we can remove these plosive sounds. Much better. So as always, you're going to have to do a bit of tests with the parameters, render them out, and then compare. And then obviously you can jump back in the history to check how far you've come with the sound from the beginning initial state. Catch you in the next video.